Hello, hello, it's Simone. I'm here with another Journal with Me video. I keep my journals now in my Foxy Fix number 6 Butterscotch in Compact, and this happened because I struggled with my planner, and so I switched all of my inserts around. If you are interested in why I did that, there is a planner struggles video on my channel. I will link that in the description below. And I have actually been working in my February journal for quite a while now. I have just not gotten around to editing all the videos that I have actually filmed. So this entry is for when it starts when my Cocoa Daisy kit for March arrived at my door. And yeah, I love taking photos of Happy Mail, and I also love journaling. And I really have a hard time saying journaling. Maybe this sounds right. Journaling about it. And the story that is important, maybe not important, that I loved about that was I wanted to film an unboxing video, and I actually didn't want to open my package before I filmed, and my youngest son insisted on opening it. So we did just that, and he was able to look at everything, and he concluded by saying, "Mom, that's what I always wanted to have. I need one of these." So I guess one day in the future months I will have to order a Dory for him as well. So what did I do? I went through my box of papers and looked through all of them, chose this exclusive Cocoa Daisy paper, and I matted my photo because I wanted it to stand out from the sticker, which has a cream color, and it just didn't look, it didn't pop enough for me. So that's why I matted the photo. And I also didn't want I wanted the mat to just come from the side of the paper and be even with the edge. So I cut it out larger than I needed it so that I was able to cut it down later. So I just looked at the previous dates that I stamped. There are different phrases on that roller date stamp, and I just want to alternate and do not always use the same phrase. So I make sure that I have each of them in my journal. And yeah, if you watch my videos, you know that I like to stamp, but I'm not really a very good stamper, and so I had to retrace 2 letters to be able to read what I stamped. And then I went ahead and journaled about exactly what I told you. And while I was journaling, I didn't only write about the unboxing incident with my son on the day before, but I also wrote that I then managed to film 2 videos, the unboxing of the kit and a comparison of the mini DaisyDori and the standard DaisyDori. And I had the idea to just stamp the date right in my journaling block. And that's what I just did. So when I'm done with this story, there is still room on the page, and I will go into my box with all of the photos and the sticky notes where I put down my journaling prompts. And even though I did not journal chronologically in January, it's just the most convenient thing to do, because then you have you know that the next photo will be the one that is closest in date, and then you make your design choices based on that. So I need to cut out these two photos because I somehow forgot to print them last time I printed my photos, and I had two sticky notes with no photos, and I knew I had photos for these two sticky notes. So I went through my camera roll and printed them with a batch of other photos. Since I had already stamped the date for the 9th and the 10th of February, I just keep on writing about the things that happened then. So I pulled all the photos that were relevant, and I have a lot of stories, a lot of small stories. The pictures are luckily only just shy of 2 by 2 inches, so they don't take up too much space. And I don't really know if this is going to be the way every month because I have so many photos for February. I had actually thought when I started this that I would just use one of the inserts and then like use it for 2 or 3 months and add everything that I wanted into this. But I filled the first Dory insert with January only. Then now this is the second one and it's almost half full, and I think on February 13th. And here you can actually see a really good example of my uh, working process. I usually choose the photo I want to journal about, then I might go through the paper or not to mat it on a photo on paper, and then I'm going through all the larger embellishments like these cut apart sheets first, and then the die cuts and smaller embellishments, and I actually do a pre-selection of items. I look through and see what works with the color scheme, what works with the theme of the thing I want to journal about, and then when I went through all of my stuff, I then um, figure out how I'm actually going to place it on the page. I have 3 photos from these 2 days left to write about, and I'm not sure if I'm going to squeeze them all on that page, which probably won't work at all, or if I'm going to move them to the next side. Yeah, that's just a process that I liked the surprise on that journaling tag, and so I decided no, it's not going to work on that page, so I'll move it over to the next side. But yeah, I'm still thinking about placing that bottom photo on that side, but it's too busy. There's too much weight to the bottom of the page then, and it doesn't look right. So I decided I'll just make it work somehow. Maybe if I'll add another headline with the stamps or something, I might just use up some more space. I know that I want to write a little bit about this photo, but it looks very the open space down below the photo looks very intimidating. So before I start journaling more, I am going to look for something to place there. So I'll start journaling first, and then I think, do I really have enough words to fill the whole page? Maybe I should go and look for something. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to look through this sticker. I remember the sticker sheet. I thought the pink words would go well with the DaisyDori for February. But yeah, I had love somewhere on the page, and the XOXOs were also well, hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses. So I go through the sticker sheet and I take out everything that might work. Again, pre-selecting the things that might work, like this bear. So here, yeah, I confused it. I put all the things that I already pulled for pre-selection to the other pile. So, and then yeah, that bear would have worked really well, but it's too big and I didn't see it early enough. Sometimes I have a hard time going through everything before I start building the page. So now the bear has to go someplace else. I really want to use it though this month, so I might make an effort to actually get it down. So now there's this piece left over and it doesn't work anywhere, so I decide to, well, you don't have to preserve every tiny piece. And now I'm going to journal about this photo, which is actually my son, who made a scrapbook layout with embroidery on the page. And it's finished. Here is a hidden journaling spot on the left side of the page. And I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed this journaling process as much as I did. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you next time. Bye!